Hello world, my name is Myron Bennell Carroll and I am the digital bassist. I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that I've noticed a lot when I play with keyboard players. If I even hint at not playing a note, the keyboard player is right there with their left hand in the bass range. Now they might not be playing a bass sound, they might not be running mini moog bass. It's pronounced moog, not moog, sorry. And stepping all over the bass range, but they'll go from playing something in the middle of the keyboard with both hands to letting their left hand go down to the bass range, even if it's a Rhodes sound or a piano sound or whatever. And I get it. I understand that a lot of keyboard players who are used to playing by themselves or maybe just playing with a drummer, they need that bottom. They need that. And that's why the bass player is there, frankly, to play the bottom and play that range and make it full. But I want to offer a reason why you shouldn't and why you should continue playing your part as if the bass is still there. Coming up in the 90s, getting into music really in the 90s, I am a huge fan of 90s R&B. Even today, I think that there's something missing from today's music that era had. One of the things that was prevalent in that genre is that a lot of the producers would take the bass out of, say, the verse or the bridge, or they would lay out. And it's not just that era of music, but that's where I get it from. That's where I heard it at pretty often, pretty regularly. And it would have a pretty good effect. It would be something dynamic that would be different, that would give the audience something else to listen for. Well, if you go ahead and play in that range when the bass drops out, the effect is lost. The effect is nullified because it's still there. You still have the full frequency of information given the whole time. And you lose that whole dynamic. You lose that whole everything that is to be gained by the bass dropping out. And when I do it, when I drop out, it's usually because I want to have that effect when I come back in. Now, I can't speak for every other bass player who you might be playing for, because some might not know the music or whatever. I'm not even talking about that. But as for me, it's usually not because something's wrong or because I don't know the music. It's because I want that effect to occur. And if you play in the range, as I keep saying, it is just nullified. It's not there. And also, if a song on the record has the bass dropped out in a certain part, and the bass player that you're playing with, if you're playing that song and the bass player that you're playing with drops out, you don't have to play bass. Be free. You hired a bass player for a reason, or there's a bass player on the gig for a reason. If you're not the band leader, let them play bass. And if they're not quite up to snuff, if they're not doing their job, then maybe you need to consider getting another bass player. That's just something that I'm offering just because it makes complete sense to me. But anyway, don't let your left hand be tempted and led astray into the bass range. If there's not bass there, it's possibly for a good reason. It's definitely for a reason, but that reason could be a good reason. And you could mess up that good reason if you wander astray. I'm Myron Bennell Carroll, and I'm the digital bassist. Be easy.